Good afternoon, designers, and welcome to episode 105 of Game of Rugs. Today is going to be a special episode. It is, in fact, going to be all about rugs. There was a special request to cover some of my favorite rugs, and I may have gone a little overboard. Yesterday, I went through all of my design home submissions, pulled out a spreadsheet, and started calculating which rugs had scored the best. There are some interesting results, and so they are probably worth looking at, which is what we're going to do today. For the record, I have done 1,632 designs in Design Home. Of those, 193 have scored 5 stars. For those of you playing along at home, that is a batting average of 11.8. So of those, let's just say, for the sake of rounding, let's say that I have had 200 5-star designs. There is a huge resentment among design home players that rugs cost diamonds, but I would like to say that of my 193 5-star designs, I have gotten over 100 5-star designs with rugs that not only do not cost diamonds, but are cheap. I personally rate cheap as under $1,500 or under 650 diamonds. So we are going to look at some of those rugs today. We're in fact going to count down my top 12. So we just need to find a nice room to stick rugs into. Please don't be ugly. Okay, so this is the first rug that we are going to be looking at today. It is the Loloi Century Oriental. It is $1,419, and I have gotten 5 stars with this rug 3 times. I think it's a really nice rug. I've started using it more recently, and I'm just looking for... And this is an example of a 5-star room that I did with this rug. I really like it because it's very neutral, but it's great for if you are using or decorating a room with pops of orange or tan. It's a very flexible rug, and I really, really love it. It's worth every single one of those $1,419 to me. So that's cool. Our next rug is the Justina Blakely Fable rug in blue. That is this rug. This rug is expensive, okay? I mean, I think it's expensive. It's expensive by my metrics. This rug is $2,059. I really like it though because I like the texture. Like it provides a lot of depth in a room. It also comes. So I've scored 5 stars with this rug 3 times. It also comes in a red variety, and I've scored 5 stars with that red version twice. It also comes in a gray version, like a gray, black, and taupe version, and I have scored 5 stars with that rug once, but I no longer buy it because I don't think the black version scores really well. Okay, and then we have the Loloi Anzio blue, which is, I was so surprised when I was going through my rugs to find out, to actually calculate how well these incredibly cheap rugs score. So this is the blue version. It is a whopping $659. I'm not totally sure you can even actually buy a cheaper rug. So this is the blue version. I've scored 5s with it 3 times. But it also comes in this green version here. And I've scored 5s with this rug 3 times as well. So, I mean, those are pretty good investments as far as I'm concerned. That seems like a pretty good payoff to me. And then sometimes you just sell out and compromise your morals. I actually hate this rug. I do not. This is the Loloi Charlotte Rug. It's the white with black circles rug. I don't like it mostly because there's nothing wrong with the design of the rug itself. It's the texturing of the rug in the game. It doesn't look like a rug. There's no texture and no shading. It actually just looks like linoleum to me. And so I think it just looks really cheap and I hate it. It is not really cheap, by the way. It's $1,399. But having said how much I dislike it, this rug has been good to me, and I have scored 5s with this rug 4 times. So I don't like it, but it likes me. Okay. The next one is the Loloi Turquoise and Beige Rug. This one here. I actually really like this rug when I need to do a room that's turquoise. I mean, even those of us who don't like turquoise occasionally have to spit out a turquoise room because we win so much turquoise shit that it's just going to sit there in your inventory and your entire inventory is going to be turquoise unless you try to use this stuff. So this is the rug that I most often use when I am trying to deck out a room in turquoise to get it out of my inventory, and I have gotten 5 stars with this rug 4 times. It is an extremely reasonable 649 euros, dollars. Sorry, I'm a euro person. Yeah, so it's $649. I think that's super reasonable. Also worth mentioning is that it has a friend, the reverse rug, this rug, which is really like, I like this to use this rug a lot in a room. Like this is a great example of this room, of how to use this rug, or how I use this rug anyway. So this was a really neutral toned room, and I decided that I wanted to use neutrals and like blues or aquas. So using this rug allowed me to introduce that aqua colorway into the room while also making it unified. So yeah, I'm a fan of this reverse rug as well, and I have gotten 5 stars with this version 3 times. So its friend, this one has done slightly better for me, but you know, I buy them both all the time, and they're often in my inventory. They're not like always in my inventory, but they are often in my inventory. Okay, and then the next one is this. Okay, this is the rug. It is called the Loloi Madeline Blue, or it's the Loloi Madeline collection. It's in blue. It's $780. I have scored 5s with this rug 4 times. Every single time I get a 5 with this rug, it surprises me. It just doesn't look very high end to me, but it does score really well. And it's useful. Again, it's quite flexible, so you can use it in a turquoise themed room like this. If you look at this rug, it has a lot of neutral taupes in it, so again, you can use it to bring color into a neutral room, but it's also super flexible because, as we've seen, it can just be blue. And it works both with blue and turquoise blue, and there's green in there, and there's, a bunch of useful stuff. So there's that one. And then another surprising rug is, where is it? Is it the dark blue? Yes, the dark blue. Yes, this one. Okay, first of all, can we just admire this room? I love this room. This whole episode is me showing you rooms that have scored 5s with various rugs. I don't like most of these rooms, but I love this room. So let us all just take a moment to admire this room. It's so pretty. Anyway, this rug is the Loloi Lauren Collection rug in dark blue. It is a whopping $629. And I have scored 5 stars with this rug 4 times. I think it's a beautiful rug. It is very flexible in that it can look like just a solid blue color. The pattern is very subtle, but when you're working in a higher end room and you want something that maybe has a more luxurious hint of like Oriental or Persian carpet, it is patterned in an Oriental rug pattern. It's very subtle. It's very nice and it's very effective. It comes in 2 shades, and this is the darker shade, and the darker shade has, like I said, scored 5s for me 4 different times. It also has a friend. Where is its friend? This is its friend. Same rug. It is 600, and this is the light version. This is 629 diamonds. It's one of 2 rugs on my cheap and cheerful list here that costs diamonds. This one has scored 5 stars for me 5 times. So at 629 diamonds, I have to tell you, I think it's well worth the investment. It's a very flexible rug. Like if you look at the pillows on the ground next to the couch there, it actually goes with every single one of those colorways. I can't remember this room. I can't remember the challenge for this room, but I know that there were limited edition rugs in this sort of teal colorway on the walls, and I just refused to buy them because they were ugly, and I used this rug instead for this particular challenge. It's just really useful to have both the light and the dark blue in your inventory. So I love that rug. Speaking of useful rugs to have in your inventory that also cost diamonds, where have I put this? No, I've lost. Okay, well, I'm going to be right back. Right, so when I was running the spreadsheet of doom for this episode, I was absolutely shocked to discover that this boring, cheap, boring, unpatterned, innocuous purple rug has scored 5 stars for me 5 times. You know what? I there are other purple rugs that are more expensive, just buy this one. It does cost diamonds. It's 659 diamonds, but it's my third most successful rug in terms of scoring fives. So for me, that's a no-brainer. It's completely and totally worth it. So, you know, I don't know really what to tell you. I'm very surprised by these Anzio rugs. But they are very inexpensive. The purple one is diamonds and it's scored fives for me 5 times. The blue one is dollars and it's scored fives for me 3 times. And the sort of greeny turquoise one, I think, has also scored fives for me 3 times. And both of those are just dollars. So stick those in your inventory and smoke them. Okay, and then what is our next rug? Okay. Oh yeah. This rug. This rug, we're going to take a big jump here, guys. So the previous rug had scored fives for me 5 times. This yellow and white rug, which is number 2 on my list and is indeed my second favorite rug, has scored fives for me 9 times. 9! So it's a great rug. It's really useful is it useful? It's useful in that it's effective. It's useful in that I love yellow, and yellow is my favorite color. It's useful in that it scores super well. We get a lot of yellow rooms, use a yellow rug. This one scores really well. I don't know that there's a lot more to say about it, except that I really love it, and I am happy every time I get a chance to use it. I'm like, oh, yay, yellow. There is another rug that is gray, sort of like a gray quatrefoil design with yellow quatrefoils in the middle. And that also scores really well. I think that I've gotten probably 5. I'm trying to remember from going through all my entries yesterday. I have definitely scored 5s with that rug, but it costs diamonds, and it's like, I think it's 1,500 diamonds. So, like, if you need a yellow rug and you don't want to spend diamonds, use this one. It works. It's super effective. So the other day, I was whining because this room that I absolutely love, using my favorite rug, got a 4.22, and it sparked, I posted it on the Design Home subreddit, and it sparked a bunch of conversation and comments. And, most people liked it. Other people were helpfully trying to give tips on why it may not have scored well, all of which I accept. And then somebody made a comment that, it was a good score for using this chancy rug. And I was mortally wounded. I'm not throwing shade. Not everybody has to like this rug, but this rug is not chancy. This rug is the greatest rug in the history of floor coverings. I stand for this rug so hard. I use it all the time. I absolutely love it. And as it turns out, not only is it my favorite rug, it is my most successful rug. This rug has scored 5 stars for me 10 times. It is the Loloi Emery Rug, and it is $1,069. 10 5 stars. That is a fracking bargain. You cannot do better than that. Maybe you can. Pull out your spreadsheet. Find out if it is so. I like this rug because I like the pattern. I like the fact that it's just slightly off. So it's not a true black. It is an off black, and that means that you can use it with rooms that are filled with grays as well, or you can just pretend that it's black and use it in a black and white room. The white in the rug is also not a true white. It's just ever so slightly off-white. It's super flexible. I love it, and I use it all the time. See, this is a more neutral room where I'm using more grays instead of blacks. And do I have any other examples in here? Apparently not, which is weird because, like obviously I use this rug all the time or I would not have scored 10 5-stars with it. Well, I guess that's another example. So anyway, those are my top 10 rugs. I am super delighted that my favorite rug is indeed my number one scoring rug, and my second favorite rug is my second highest scoring favorite. So that works really well. And also, I think that we might have a tie because I have results. There you go. So now my first favorite rug and second favorite rug are tied for 10 5-stars each. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. We will carry on. This is going to be part one of a 2-part episode, and I will do another episode specifically about rugs, and I will do it about cheap and cheerful utility rugs. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see future episodes of Game of Rugs, please feel free to become a subscriber. We'd love to have you. Bye now.